All right, researchers. So we're going to work now on looking at some different texts and seeing what interesting ways those authors introduce their topic. Because we want to look back at our topic sentence today and make some revisions if we feel like it might need to be more interesting. It's the most important sentence on our page because we want to say something that's really, really going to interest our reader into continuing to read that section of our book, right? So we want to introduce the topic with it, and we want to make sure we do it in an interesting way. So we've looked at this book a lot this week, Bears by Deborah Hodge and illustrated by Pat Stevens. And when there was a couple sections that we used, we looked at this section, Bear Bodies. I'm going to read you how this author introduces that. The author says, each part of a bear's body has a special job to do. That's more interesting than how I started my section about the book or about the characteristics. So each part of a bear's body has a special job to do. That tells our reader that every part is special. Okay, I'm going to keep that in mind. And then we also use this other part of the book about how bears protect themselves. And I really like the way that the author introduced this main topic of this section. Bears have no real enemies. That really illustrates the point the author's making about how fierce a bear is and how its big, strong body, remember when we said sharp teeth and claws, help protect it. They don't even have any real enemies because everyone's afraid of the bears, all the other animals. Okay, so I'm going to keep that in mind. So I want you to look back at the text that you've been reading, that you've been getting your information about your animal from, and I want you to take a closer look at how the authors introduce each section of the book. And so we're about to work on revising and publishing that section. And I want you to use what information that you find to help you with your revisions, to help you make yours sound better. All right, let's get started with our writing.